close. Complete this puzzle. It should reveal the area. Here they are. These are all some of the first Sentinels like myself. They created their own training locations and the rest to help out other Sentinels. Now it's your turn. I can't go with you, unfortunately, so good luck.
Hello, Aron. The one who isn't supposed to be here. My name is Laria, a friend of Kara. Some used to call me the Queen of the Sea. I was one of the few people in Elor obsessed with what's out there beyond our shores. I've led many When I was a child, I almost drowned. Since then, I've feared. It's not like we can drown. Of course, I could get eaten by a depth wyvern, but that's why I learned to When everything around you seems to move in slow motion, like waves on the ocean, I was there with Aromar, at the border of Shadow's Edge. Together we cast a spell that was similar to the one that Kara had cast on our enemies. I'm ready for my last expedition. But first, I will teach you what I know. Let's get started. Let's start with some quick attacks. Put your entire body into the movement. Great start. Perform some quick attacks, create some distance, and then close it just as fast. Make sure to stand a bit more steady. If you were on a ship, you'd have fallen over. Just because you're holding two swords doesn't mean you can't perform some hard-hitting, heavy attacks. Great. Next! For this last one, we go with a little bit of everything. Everything you learn, you can now put into practice here. Perfect. Let's put it to the test. The sea is a treacherous place. You may fight against those that try to use your new abilities against you. Good luck. I think you'll do just fine. I could give you tips on what's next, but I never listen to anyone either. Listen to your friends, but more importantly, listen to my friend. Say hi to Kara when you get the chance. Thank you, Aron. Good luck.
What happened? The statue disappeared. This is not how it's supposed to be. Maybe you are the last sentinel after all.
Hello, Aron. The one who isn't supposed to be here. My name is Eramar, and you are looking at the place I was born. I was born after the First War and before the dragon slaughter. My family lived in relative peace. When the meteor fell out of the sky and hit my brother approached the meteor and it instantly took him out. Me, being foolish as I am, tried to stop him. Then it chose me. I sat at home trying to starve myself for weeks, but nothing happened. Kara, for many years I've struggled with my role, but eventually I accepted it. I've trained many generations in the old ways of Now you are my last apprentice. Before I get to go, I was there at Shadow's Edge. I helped recreate the same trap as Kara to trap the cultists seeking to destroy. You set me free when you touched that rock. I am tired and ready to move on. Let's begin your training in the way of the sword. Let's begin your training in the way. We start out with a few basic attacks. Let's hope you can manage those. I see you have some experience with melee weapons. Broad strokes to get some heavy hits in. That's good, Aron. First, you bring your enemy off balance, and then you can go in for some fancy hits. You are a fast learner. For our last attack, we tried to combine everything together. Fantastic work, Aron. I think you did very well, Aron. Your parents should be proud. Now, confront your final enemies. That's it. It is now up to you. I think it is time for me to go. Listen to what your heart has to say. Nobody can make your choices for you, and nobody has your powers. Use them for good.
Hello, Aron. The one who isn't supposed to be here. My name is Grell, and I hope I get to teach you some new things when it comes to, as opposed to the other sentinels that spent their time counseling and sitting while I enjoy the silence of peace. I would always see the skeletons of the past around me. I believe only now do I feel that I can rest. You and I are warriors. We deliver hard blows to destroy our enemies. I stood at the gates as Kara and the others went to the edges to sacrifice themselves. I fought. My time in Elor has ended. I will teach you about this weapon, and then the future. A two-handed sword is all about crowd control. Sometimes you just have to swing at everyone in your surroundings. That was all right, I suppose. Slow and steady wins the race. This combination of attacks has never failed me. If you see an opening to use this, then you should. You lack refinement, but I suppose this will do for now. You won't always be fighting enemies in a nice grassy field with some flowers lying around. Most confrontations take place in nasty, scary places where you can't afford to be sidetracked by the environment. Make your way to the arena and defeat your enemies. We are warriors, Aron. Never forget that. It was my obligation to protect those that couldn't protect themselves. Now, that's your obligation. Goodbye, Aron, and say hello to Kara. She might have turned into a politician, but she is the greatest warrior I've ever seen. Take good care of her.
Hello, Aron. The one who isn't supposed to be here. My name is Iloa, and I'm going to be teaching you more about the sword and shield. You were probably wondering where you are. This is the place I chose to stay as I helped create the wall that I was there. That day when Kara sacrificed herself. I used to have this painting in my room, and I would look at it every day. I've been here, but first, I will teach you what I know. Often your opponent will leave an opening. When you recognize this, you can jump in for a series of stabs. If you time them right, you can deal some real damage. Great! Overhead strikes will confuse your enemy and inflict a lot of damage. This may come across as mean when fighting smaller enemies, but it is highly effective. You're a quick learner. Probably because you have a great teacher. Your shield protects you in combat, but it can also be used as a great offensive weapon. You can deal a lot of damage by whacking your shield into opponents. Believe me, you do not want to be on the receiving end of this attack. Almost there. It is time to put your skills to the test, Aron. Make your way up to the tower and prove you have learned new things today. Yeah. Up to you, Aron. Either our history will be wiped out and time may reset itself, or you finish what we started. Crowin wasn't always evil, but he has to be stopped. Good luck. We believe in you.
I didn't want to tell you this in case you weren't found worthy, but you can now proceed to the next room. I can't tell you much about it. You'll have to experience it for yourself, like myself and one other sentinel before you.
Hello, Aron. The one who is supposed to be here. My name is Sendel, and I am here to teach you about the Twin Blade, a long-forgotten people. I've only met 2 others of your cycle. I am honored we get the chance to meet. You are here to train. If anything else overwhelms you, put it aside. I placed myself here a long, long time ago. As my memories fade, so do my surroundings. I don't have a lot left to teach, but hopefully there's still some knowledge for you here. It matters not. I don't know. Long enough before I wanted to share the stories of my people. Right, let's. The twin blade might look like a strange weapon to you. Practice this basic attack pattern to hit enemies close and far. Good job! This is all right. My apologies. Knowledge is a test. You did well, Aron. This is all I have to offer right now. I hope we meet again. Be better than those that came before you. Our place was never among men. Our place is in the stars. Goodbye.
Your training was successful. It is now time to focus on gathering an army and preparing for a fight against Crowan.
Good morning. Sorry for barging into your room, but I've been looking. I read your letter. I hope your training went well. We've been settling in, going through everything that was left behind. From now on, you are the person in command. But you do well to listen to. I will manage things around the castle. Jeffrey will focus on finding new recruits and fighting smaller groups of our enemies throughout Elor. I'm glad to hear it. We're all in this together, after all. I have been talking to a rather strange elf from the west. Her name is Fawn. She mentioned having read about a group of soldiers dedicated to serving the Sentinels. I think you should look her up. Last I heard, she was trying to get into the library. If she knows where to find them, you should schedule an expedition to their location to try to recruit them. You can do that at our war table, which is... Can I help you with something? Things are going, I suppose. I'm happy that we found a new home for our people. I still need to get used to our new surroundings. Give me a while, and I'll get there. Morale is low. We need a win. People are looking up to you now, Aron.
Hello, sir. You sure look proud, but do you feel accomplished? You'll be back, won't you? I don't like to call these boxes. I call them squared surprises. You can't get good loot if you never get a loot box. I mean squared-shaped surprise. Hello, sir. You sure look proud, but do you feel accomplished? Just one? See you soon.
Hi, Aron. I'm Fawn. I think I found it. This is the actual Sentinel Library. Well, actually, while I've been eager to explore it with you, I may have already looked to see if I could get in, but it appears the door is locked or blocked by something. Actually, when I read about this place as a child, I read that the roof is open, or appears to be open. Maybe if you can climb up there, you can unlock it from inside. No, not officially. I watched you in Rife. Not in a creepy way, but I was there and things were happening, and you were there. Like I said, my name is Fawn. I'm an elf. I'm only 72 years old. I came to Rife because of its connection to the Sentinels, hoping to find knowledge. I can't believe I'm standing in front of the Sentinel Library. The knowledge that must be inside. I love knowledge and reading. Other elves don't really like the Sentinels, which makes it hard for me to find more information on them, which makes them more interesting to me. Thanks. I'll wait here.
I remember sneaking into the library myself. If we go to the wall, we should be able to climb up to the top from there. Fane seems nice. She reminds me of Charlotte. You know, the sentinel responsible for this library. If Fane goes through all these books, she'll be able to help me with my memory as well. Charlotte built this library to help store most of our history and important knowledge in one place close to home. She was obsessed with recording history and keeping track of important events. She loved writing and organizing. I doubt we'll be able to find much on her, though. She didn't like talking about herself.
This place, it's amazing. Look at all those books. I can't wait to jump in and start reading. First, a deal is a deal. What can I help you with? Actually, I read about the Sentinels a lot. You probably don't know this, but the very first Sentinel was a woman. Her name was Kara, and she was one of the coolest people I've ever read about. There are so many things that we perceive as normal today that she started hundreds of years ago. She even founded the Sentinels in the First Order. Elor sounded like a pretty amazing place until the Severance happened. Ah, yeah, the First Order. Originally founded as protectors of the people, but once the Sentinels left, they sort of disappeared. Can't say I've seen any. Would you like me to do some research? Uh-huh. Found it! Apparently, they have their main stronghold not far from here. It's a little closer towards Shadow's Edge. You could go to one of the other castles, but this is the main one, and they should be able to gather their men for you from there. Good luck, Aron. Let me know how it went. I will try to find the location of the dragon while you are away.
That is a great idea. We should go over there.
Oh, here we go. I see that smirk, young man. Yeah, I'm a dwarf, so what? I heard what happened to your Kyle. He's dead. Don't give me any of your height jokes. I can jump up high enough to whack you across the face. You have a creepy grin on your face, boy. It's you! I'm sorry, Master Sentinel. My name is Thodir, proud crafter of Barbor. It was wrong of me to assume you came here for the wrong reasons. Nice to meet you, too. I won't take up much of your time. I'm a fine crafter, and I will help you in any way that I can. When you visit new places, make sure to come back. I'm sure I'll be able to craft you new things. Just bring me the parts, and I'll make it for you. Aron. Aron.
This seems like a great location.
It's very central. We will build our castle here, at the center of Elor.
We will. is decided then. We will not interfere with quarrels between elves, men, and dwarves. We will protect Elor from outside forces and try to maintain the balance of the lands.
You put too much trust in those that only spend moments on this earth, in those that didn't fight for the freedom of all of us.
We have discussed this before, Crowan. We can't rule over them. We wouldn't be any better than the slave owners that controlled us.
You're right. The majority has spoken, and I accept the outcome. The Council will serve and protect. It seems our new sentinel is still alive and has taken out our spy master. The dragon failed again. We'll have to give him smaller tasks. After speaking to the dragon, I'll return to the pits, gather new recruits. Grat, you will focus on attacking Krill. Keep those soldiers busy. You two know what you have to do. I will meet you again soon.